Cycling in the heat is hard. We're at over 2,000 metres here at the Tour of California and the temperatures are still above 30 degrees C. With the riders facing several days of racing in the high temperatures, we asked the cyclists and the team staff how do they cope with racing in the heat.
You know, when it's extremely hot outside, you know that you can only go into the red zone so much because as soon as you cross that threshold too many times, your body just isn't going to be able to recover at one point. So you've only got so many matches that you can burn when you've got that extreme heat. So you have to measure it just a bit. So instead of maybe if you got like 5 solid efforts you can do in a race, maybe you're trimming back down to 2 or 3 solid efforts you can do in a race.
Yeah, drink a lot of water. So I'm used to the heat in South Africa, so I know you have to drink a lot.
Back to that hydration, drink a lot of water and work on your suntan.
Drink a lot and then drink more. And ice socks. Ice socks are awesome.
Drink.
Make sure you have minerals in your drink or else you just flush everything out of your body with all the water that you ingest.
We don't have a set ratio that we use for water versus mix when the riders are at this point in the race when it's very hot. What we end up doing is just making sure that we're always kind of one of each. We're constantly passing up a mix and a water, so the rider can kind of have a natural balance to it all. So yeah, on hot days like today in the race, we've gone through quite a few water bottles and MRI mix and a lot of ice bags. We take the stockings, fill them up with ice, tie knots at both ends of it, and the riders can put that in their jerseys and allows them to cool off as it melts throughout their back. After last year, we've learned that taking advantage of not only the course but the weather itself is something that we could use to our benefit. So we actually went through an absurd amount of bottles. We fed like crazy. We had a timer set on one of the riders' handlebars. And every 15 minutes, the sprinter's job was to come back to the car and just get a bag of ice and get some more cold waters. And we just kept pouring them over Phil's head again and again and again throughout the whole day.
Well, that seemed to be the only right choice at that moment. I mean, Bob Jones looked at me like, really? You stopping now here? And I said, yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what my body tells me to do. And I sat on that little rock on the side of the road for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, lower my heart rate and then went back on.